done gone. Another man done gone from the county from another.
It's Jax.
man done
What up,
gone.
Dollars? Let's go.
Martin Luther had a dream, but Freddy Krueger had a Ruger. Ex-Malcolm out the picture, so now we back to the future. Now we back to these losers embracing death like they used to, poking out they chest. But listen, son, now you leaking that future. So who's the shooter? Is it your man? Or was it a fan? Or was it a stand? Pop would beg to differ. In hindsight, I bet you he say he was not a nigga. Plus Biggie Smalls was just minding his business, yo. Smoking an Optimo. Somebody got to drop the homie Biggie has got to go. And they couldn't stop it, no. I wish that they could. Yeah, the world needs change, but man, I wish that we would. So why the long frown? A man harmed from a 4 pound. His blood ripples on the floor from the war sound. His mama sitting at the wake, hoping the Lord's found. Another dead, another gone now. Damn.
Another man done gone. Another man done gone from the county from another man done gone.
George Eliot said that it's best to be what you wanna be. Fucking do what you wanna do, so I do what I wanna do. Bet you did it to floss. Bitch, I did what I wanted. Bet you did it and lost. Bitch, I did it and won it. Shit, I'm never coming back. Listen, I just wanna rap. Gee, I told you all of that. On about a dozen tracks. I don't give a fuck. I just wanna rap. Spitting fire on this track like a fucking Thundercat. Plus this mic is bleeding rojo. This shit is a no-no. Rolling in that low-low. Plus I'm from that Baltimore. Need a folk, smoking on my logo. Ready for the woe, and we so silly with the flow. Somebody got a ropo. Heard the lanes, and I swear they so too much love for the fame just to go broke. You said like I had the rap game in the chokehold. Never think I got the whole world in a rope. Gotta think of damn dog, you crazy. Is he the next Jay-Z? My crystal ball is hazy, but I don't know, maybe.
Welcome back to the Insanity Chick Podcast. It's your host, Kriss, here for your weekly dose of insanity. And there's always a ton of shit going on, and this week is no different. Joining me today, I have, if you're a premium member, you have heard these voices before. I'm calling them the official science team, although, things might have happened and we might not be having it on the show anymore. The official science team of the MTR Network. I have Coqui and P-Funk here. What's going on, folks?
Hello, all.
Glad to have you guys on, the Insanity Check here. You know, you guys have been, like, when you guys first came to me about doing, doing a premium show and, doing a science podcast, I was like, oh, that's great. And I think we talked about it. It's like, yeah, we'll do like one, maybe 2 a week. You guys have been putting out more content than I have sometimes on premium. Like, it's been like every week there's been a new show, and I'm like, I need to keep up with you guys. So I wanted to get you guys on here so more people hear you guys. So thanks.
No problem. I mean, it's all about like getting some structure in place. I love some structure. I know Coqui definitely loves structure. So once we had that set up, it was, much easier, less stressful to, keep it going week after week.
It's addictive. Just be honest. It is. Like you just end up like, and there's so much shit that goes on in the world, literal shit, because last episode I was listening and, there's a lot of poop talk.
Hey. Fecal science.
It's important. I understand.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Listen, I've seen.
I'm not sure if Coqui's addicted yet. She's just like on the cusp weekly of like cutting me off. So I don't think she's addicted yet.
How is that any different than our regular relationship?
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, well, let's bottle it and sell it before it's gone.
You're trying to. This explains everything now. This explains the volume. You're just trying to get as many in there before she finally says, "I have enough of this guy. I'm done." Like, which almost happened before the show started.
Exactly. Every week I'm just like, this might be the one. So we gotta make this the best ever.
Oh man, no, it's been hilarious, and you learn a lot and. Learn some things you wish you didn't know. Like I said, fecal science. Sometimes you might not want to know everything you need to know about your poop. But I've seen, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, I've heard actual podcasts that literally go into like the detailed science of poop science, and they go through like, you've seen the charts of what kind of poop are you and things like that. Like, yeah, You guys got a long way to go before you get to that bad, you know. So I'm just saying, like, it's important.
I could do that if that's what you require. Although,
I mean, I was definitely the most grossed out one if it was not obvious on the show. So I was pulling it back. I'm just like, I don't want to know the details about this dude's particular, you know, shit predilections. But we had to do what we had to do in the name of science.
Oh man, sometimes you guys really do get into the weird science part of this stuff. But hey, you know what? It's necessary and needed. And with fear of Trump out there, who knows what's gonna happen to the science? So you know you kind of need to handle that stuff. So.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, that was just kind of like a coincidence because I think we were talking about doing the podcast before the election. So we weren't even like thinking like, oh, we must counter the stupidity that is, Cheeto Mussolini. So we're just thinking about, oh, wouldn't it be great to like have, an outlet for these discussions that we regularly have anyway, share that with other people. So this was mostly selfish on my part. I was just like, I like talking about science, and this is a way to make her teach me things.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced. I'm really still not convinced.
Giving me like a weekly tutor session on microbiology. And it's just like, aha, I win.
the real purpose of molecules and shit comes to light.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I always knew that. But actually, really, he's only half joking. We have these random conversations in public, and they're pretty much like the show. And people just walk up to us and start laughing, or get in our business, or get in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, we might as well let you see what life is really like for us.
So instead of people eavesdropping, we said, well, only record and just put it out there so they can.
Because people are listening anyway, so.
Hey, might as well get it out there. But no, I mean that's what makes podcasting great. That's what makes great shows, great podcasts is having, like you need a structure, and we try to keep some semblance of structure. But when you have guests and hosts that you can just click with, and you can just have conversations with and see where it goes, that's always make that to me is what makes a great podcast. And I know that people are really excited and really love, who are premium members, who really love hearing you guys on molecules and shit. So I'm really glad to have you guys on here, so more people can hear you guys and hear why they need to be premium members and listen to more of your shows. Because it is you guys have a lot of fun, or at least P-Funk has a lot of fun. Seeing how far he can push Coqui to the edge.
I don't know. I mean, this is pretty much our friendship. So yeah. One day
I was waiting for you to jump in and go, of course I'm having fun, but you didn't.
Yes, I'm having all the fun in the world. I get so excited.
Oh, you don't have to fake it. It's okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I
feel better now?
Oh, a little.
I'm not gonna lie. You guys remind me of like early, my early relationship with D-Palm, where it's just like one of us is really, really excited, other one's just like, "You're making me do this, aren't you? You're plotting on me, aren't you? You're making me do more of these." And I'm just saying, this is just hilarious to be on the outside looking in on this.
But the funny thing about it, Chris, is neither one of us is ever really excited about anything. So we're both very low key. He is the most nonchalant Negro in the whole world. So like neither one of us gets excited about much. But every now and then, something pops up.
Yeah, something.
Like Black Panther.
Hey,
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, listen. The way I see it, if you're not excited about Black Panther, there's something wrong with you.
You're
already
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't count those people at all. So it was funny. I know the show. Oh, the Molecules and Shit crew almost ended over P-Funk going to see Guardians of the Galaxy today without Coqui. But
I mean, it's 200 miles. I don't know what you want me to do.
I mean, a real
It's too
friend.
far.
I mean, a real friend.
Okay. We have done this before since you up and left me and went to New York. We can meet halfway.
Yeah, but we got to plan it, and we didn't plan it this time. We were too busy. We have busy lives. That's what happened.
I'm gonna go with that, right? I'm gonna go with that.
Yes. I just settled on that. I think
Yeah, when we get off this show, I got some words for you.
if it helps, I will not have an alcoholic Slurpee. Just out of respect, I will not have an alcoholic Slurpee.
Well, that helps a little. Yeah.
Hey, that makes a little better. No, when you guys go see it, it's going to be great. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's really, really fun. I've seen people, I enjoyed the first one more. Maybe I enjoyed the second one. Listen, I just know that movie is funny as shit. Like, literal laugh out loud moments. I think it had more funnier moments than the first film. But maybe just because it's been 2 years since I've seen the first. Well, I've seen it since then, but 2 years since I've seen it in the theater. But yeah, the first time I watched that film, I had tears in my eyes sometimes at how funny it was. So,
I think I'm gonna have a great time because I think I've watched one 30-second trailer and I've watched nothing else. So I know absolutely nothing about this movie other than there's some lady with antenna in it.
Well,
that's all I know.
So here's the funny thing. Even if you watch all the trailers, I can now that I've seen the film, I can easily say, even the trailers don't show you anything. Most of the trailers are cut from I would say a lot of the action is cut from like the first maybe 5 minutes of the film. So like they did a really good job of misleading and not really telling you who the villain in this film is and what's really going on, and like they do a lot of good job with that. So the trailers definitely do not spoil this film for you. So even if you watch all of them, trust me, you know nothing Jon Snow.
Excellent.
It's on that level. So yeah, you'll be great. So all right. Before we get further into this show, I got some housekeeping things to take care of. The first thing is, hopefully by the time you listen to this, they're still available. But if you're coming to see us in June 17th, we're calling it NegroCon 2017. It's the MTR Network, Where's My 40 Acres, and the Black Eye Tips. We are going to be in D.C. on June 17th at RFD in Washington, D.C. From 6 to 10. Like I said, by the time the show gets up, hopefully the tickets are still available because we are over 50% sold right now. So if you're trying to get there, get your tickets ASAP. Get them and come out and join us for that. It'll be fun. Each of the tickets, I think it's $26.50, and then there's like a surtax on from the vendor we're selling them at. But they include a one free drink ticket when you get your when you show up, so you'll be able to get a free drink, and you'll get podcasting from us. We don't know how long the actual podcast will be, and what the structure is going to be yet, but we'll figure that out. But we are there for at least 4 hours. So whether that's...
Y'all going to be drinking during the podcast?
I mean, of course. Like
that's a selling point, y'all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I specifically picked this place, and it's a smaller venue. We probably, judging how tickets are going, we probably could have gotten a bigger venue. But I specifically judged this place because it has its own, it's a private room with its own bar. Which means I can have my drinks as I podcast throughout the entire night. So yes, we will definitely be drinking. Well, it's basically another Four Loko podcast party. That's basically what it is, just no Four Loko.
No poison. Got it.
Unless we can find it.
I already have my ticket, so
I'm slow as usual. I will get the ticket though.
Yeah, so the link will be in, I want to say, I have a custom link for it, so it should be NegroCon 2017 brownpaperticket.com. I think that's the link. If not, the link will be in the show notes. But if you see it, do not wait. I've seen some people say they're going to wait until next week. Good luck, because they might not be available. We'll see. We put the tickets on sale. We sold almost 50% of the tickets within 12 hours of putting the link up. And this is before any of us have... We just did social media promotion. So none of us really had shows by the time we put the link up. So this might not have reached everybody who's going to be able to come yet either. So, yeah, get your tickets as soon as possible. And come out. It'll be fun. And if you're going to AwesomeCon, it's not too far from there. So if you're going to AwesomeCon already... you can either take the Metro one stop to get to RFD, or you can literally walk. Like, it's not that far. So I've walked that walk before, and it's not that bad at all. So yeah, come out.
If you Google NegroCon 2017, it's the first link. It's literally the first thing.
Awesome.
Nothing else.
Shout out to Rod, because he's the one that came. I was like, yo, we need to find a name for this. And he was like, I'm partial to NegroCon. I was like, well, that's a winner. I don't care what anybody else says. We're going with NegroCon. So
that is the best marketing ever. Everyone just put NegroCon 2017 in your Googles, and there you go.
That is awesome. Yeah, I think this might be and if this goes as successful as we were hoping it goes, there will definitely be more NegroCons coming. So stay tuned. Get your tickets for that. And also, again, don't forget, like I said, if you want to hear more of Coqui and P-Funk after you hear this episode, premium shows. Got plenty of premium episodes coming out. I know the ladies at the MTR Network have another, I can't remember what they did it on, but they have another docu-drunks coming out soon. I just need to get that up next week. We just did Playing Dead with myself, Rod, and Aaron from Black Astronauts about Walking Dead Season 3, the episodes 3 and 4 from Telltale Games. A lot of fun talking about those games. So we have that up there. And I want to say there was something else that's coming out, but I can't remember. Oh, wait. There's another Molecules and Shit episode. Episode 8 is out. So
there's like 3 of them.
Yeah, I need to put that one out. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys do so many shows. I'm like, wait, I need a premium show to put. Oh, wait, there's probably like 2 Molecules and Shit episodes that need to be put up and edited. So, there's 3 episodes right there. I know we did Hellboy already. I think last week we did Predator 2 with Danny Glover's sweat glands. We'll be doing Predator soon. Yeah.
He sweat a lot. He was dehydrated that whole movie.
I'm upset they don't get their own credit in the movie. Like they're a whole other character in that fucking film. So yeah, but nostalgia review. We actually started that episode with playing those trailers, which are amazing. Rest in peace, movie trailer guy. Miss that guy.
Oh yeah,
miss that guy. So.
That's how you knew it was a blockbuster.
Yeah. In a world where. Oh man, you never know how much you miss that guy until you watch one of those old '90s trailers. You go, damn. Yeah, how do we know if films are good these days?
Especially if the movie you know is actually bad, but you see that trailer, you're like, I might watch that again.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
He got me.
Yeah.
He got me.
I swear that's probably how they got me to get Batman and Robin.
Yeah. So he wasn't all good, double-edged sword. He's a double-edged sword.
Wait, is Batman and Robin the one where Batman has nipples?
Yup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he flashes.
Yeah.
He also flashes you. He has a nice little chrome cod piece as well. Like, yeah, he pulls out a Bat credit card. Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah.
I was on that show. I did not appreciate that. That was
If you are a premium member, we did do Batman and Robin, so it's in the back catalog somewhere in there. So what I'm going to be doing, because I'm still off for 2 more weeks before I have to actually get back into the world of the working, I'm going to start putting out preview episodes of some of these premium episodes, so you can see you can hear short clips of some. I'll put them all together in like one clip. Maybe there'll be like 5 in one episode, so it'll be like 30 minutes long. So you can hear short little clips of this. So we have a lot of fun, particularly with the nostalgia reviews, because they take us back and they can be fun and problematic. And Predator 2 was really fun. So we're doing Predators next, I think, and then finally, because the doctor has been begging us about doing this, because this is her movie, we're going to be doing Alien versus Predator, because that's just.
That better not be as bad as I think it is. I'm gonna just sit on the mic with my arms folded.
It's not. We did.
How are you gonna protest the show you're on?
I'm just saying. I felt coerced.
Wait, were you on Alien Resurrection?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, yes, I was. God damn it, I was.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yes.
Then you're fine. Then you're fine. Because nothing we've done, nothing we've done in the Alien and Predator trilogy, Alien and Predator movies will ever be as bad as Alien Resurrection. So you're fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying right now,
it has the best death ever. It has the best death ever.
Yeah.
I still maintain that.
Because we're not doing Alien versus Predator Requiem. We're not doing that. I refuse to do that film. But if you sat through Alien Resurrection, then you'll be fine through Alien versus Predator. It's not a bad film. It's just one of those things where you kind of wish they had made it R-rated. It's not. And again, it has Sanaa Lathan in it. It has a black woman in it, so it's like, yeah. So it's watchable. It is. Sign up for a premium show. Also, I was gonna do this last night, but I had way too much stuff to do because I know tomorrow I'm working. We're doing the last part of our character corner, Deepam and I, for Green Lanterns. So Sunday night into Monday, and hopefully it'll be done by midday Monday. We will be transitioning the site to the new theme. There'll be a new structure. It'll be look completely different from what we have now. And everything should switch over to mtrnetwork.net as well. So that is the goal for me Sunday through Monday. So the site will be down for maintenance. You should still be able to reach any of your shows if you subscribe to us on iTunes. If you're a premium member, and as long as you already have your premium stuff set up, by the time we shut things down, probably like afternoon on Sunday, you'll still be able to get your premium shows because none of that stuff is hosted on our host. You'll be able to get all that stuff fine. So keep an eye out for that stuff, and we'll have that out. And I'm hoping that after that, we'll also be able to put a rush on getting Jamie designed some really cool shirt designs for us. Like, you guys are gonna really love these shirts. So I'm hoping to get that store up also in the next couple of weeks after we get the site up and going. So keep an eye out for all of that stuff, because that's what we got going. That's why I'm so tired right now. Like, I haven't been working, but I have been working, and like, it's just been so much going on. So got all this stuff going on. So I'm hoping that it'll pay off. But I hope you guys will really, really like the site design we did. I showed Jamie this weekend. He was really excited about it. So everybody I've shown it has been excited about it. You might even notice something. We got a new unanimous decision now has a new icon and logo on iTunes. So check that out, and you can see some of the stuff we're doing there. So it's really cool. So, and finally, this show is being sponsored by Susan Berry of the Poole Law Firm, which is located in Silver Spring, Maryland. Susan Berry and Troy Poole are excellent attorneys in the Maryland, D.C. area. They're from the D.C. Maryland area. So if you're in the DMV, please check them out. The Poole Law Firm handles criminal law, family law, and personal injury. So if you need an attorney, you want to know more, please head over to the wonderful website. It's www.thepoollawfirm.com. That's Poole with an E, Poole, lawfirm.com. 301-585-3014. Also, check out tweakedaudio.com for any of your earbud and headphone needs. They have Bluetooth earbuds now, so check those out, wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So check those out. Put the code in reviews, and you get 33% off, free shipping and free lifetime warranty off any earbuds and headphones. And all right, let's get right into to some of the show topics I got here. And the first one, this is something that came across my timeline this day, and I was like, this sounds like something really great for talking about to my official science team on the MTR Network. Forensic scientists caught a deer munching on human carcass for the first time ever.
Catch These Hands 2017.
Yeah. Mother Nature is finally fighting back.
Yep.
I just think it's turnabout is fair play. All these people run out shooting deer. Why not?
Yeah, man. Circle of life. I was okay with this.
Was it ain't no fun when the rabbit has a gun? It's just like...
Exactly.
I
mean, it is a carcass, so I'm presuming the deer didn't kill him, but, I don't know.
No.
I don't know
when you
Go ahead.
When you give, your body to science, this is the kind of thing that may happen. So they were...
You might be eaten by a deer.
You might get eaten by a deer, yeah.
Forensic scientists have to do a lot of weird stuff to solve crimes and identify bodies. Sometimes that involves leaving carcasses outside to rot, to better understand what happens during and after decomposition. In fact, there's entire facilities devoted to studying the decay of donated human remains, like the 27-acre anthropology research facility in San Marcos, Texas. Oh, and it's fucking Texas, so of course. Of course. In July 2014, researchers left a body in a wooded area of Farf. I love that they call it Farf. They wanted to learn more about different scavengers leave their marks on human remains, so they set up a motion-sensitive camera that would see who would stop by. In this part of Texas, it's not unusual to see foxes, turkey vultures, raccoon, coyotes, and some other carrion gobblers picking at a carcass. But after a few months, someone new came to the table. On June 5th, 2015, the camera caught a glimpse of a young white-tailed deer standing near the carcass with a human rib bone in his mouth. Then it happened again on 2013.
Ribs.
Right, I mean,
Ribs.
like...
It's a black deer.
The deer black as fuck, yo.
I know I'm a vegan, but these ribs though. They sauteed so good. So tender.
Just saying. I'm just, you know, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm vegan when I'm not, you know, but you know, every now and then, every now and then, I like to have a little, you know, a little cheat day. It's a cheat meal.
Ribs.
Cheat meal.
He didn't know the cameras were on. He thought he was by himself. Oh man.
Oh my god. The camera caught a glimpse. So then it happened again on January 13th. The camera caught a deer with another rib sticking out of his mouth like a cigar.
Like a cigar. Like a cigar.
Oh my god, it's the same deer. He came back for ribs again. He's cheating. His wife's like, watch your diet, dear.
Right.
He's like, right. I'm just gonna get this grass over here.
No, honey, I'm just going out for a smoke. Okay, but you know.
He caught a redhead and he stuck it in his mouth like a cigar. No, see, I'm smoking it. I'm not eating it.
Right. See, smoked ribs. I'm just saying. You just every now and then you just like I don't. See, here's the thing. I don't inhale and ingest.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm doing it just I just roll the flavor around in my mouth, and so it's.
Right, it's just for the taste. Just for the taste.
Oh man.
I spit it right out. I just want to point out. Can we take a moment? Whose daddy on career day is going to come in and say, "Yeah, I feed human carcasses to wild animals for science." That's an actual job, y'all.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, this is probably the wrong time to say that I used to be on a forensics advisory board.
Do tell. I didn't notice. Tell me.
It's the God's honest truth. At one point, I was an appointed official in the state of Maryland, and that's what I did. I advised the forensics board.
Mm-hmm.
And what would your advice be to feeding human carcasses to deer?
Okay, so that wasn't what I was supposed to do.
You did anyway.
No, I didn't. My job was to help them set up, you know, the qualifications for people who worked in forensics laboratories. So it was a totally educational thing. I know nothing about feeding dead bodies to deer.
Oh, sure you don't. Wink. Nice. Okay.
Oh my goodness, man.
That's what's gonna happen to me, y'all. If you ever find me in the belly of a deer,
right?
You know.
Oh my god! They say it's unclear whether it was the same deer in both cases. Yes, it was the same deer. Come on.
Yeah,
it was.
Because once you have ribs the first
his
time,
name was Leroy. he was just hungry, man.
You know, like, cause this reminds me of the time my mom tried to go vegetarian one time. No, she didn't eat human people, but she went vegetarian, right? And it worked. It worked for a good month, and then we were having fried chicken. And so then it was like,
I mean,
because you know what it was? It was during that time when they had it was back in the 90s when they started doing those exposés on how horrible slaughterhouses were. And so she had watched one of them, and so she had gotten in her mind she wasn't going to eat meat anymore. And I was like, well, that doesn't mean us, right? She was like, well, just me, but you guys shouldn't eat it either. But if you guys want to, you guys can. We were like, okay, we're going to still eat it because fuck it. So she was
for me.
Yeah, so she got on the whole, I'm not gonna eat meat anymore, I'm just gonna be vegetarian. And that lasted for a little bit of time until it was like one day, I can't remember if it was fried chicken or it was ribs. It was a black ass food. It's a black ass food. That's all I know. And it started off with just I just want a little taste.
This is that episode of Living Single.
Oh, I didn't see that. What happened?
Regine decided she was going vegan, and they had a big barbecue right in front of her face.
Oh, I mean, look, I sympathize with that deer. He just strutting through the forest, minding his own damn business, and he's like, well, I mean, if y'all just leaving ribs out here, I mean, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I'm just saying.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Y'all cooking? What y'all got over there, y'all? Because I've just been over here eating twigs and leaves over here, but that smells kind of good over there. What y'all got?
Yeah, it's like fucking twigs and berries and shit. And now, that second day he went, it's like, oh shit, is it here again? Yo.
Yep. See, this
gives me a lot more. respect for the deer that come jumping through my mother's backyard now.
Right. You're gonna start getting deer scratching. You ever see that video? Because fucking Australia, right? That video of that giant ass kangaroo that was scratching on the glass door.
Yes,
That's
that buff ass kangaroo.
Right. That's gonna be deer now, yo. They're gonna be coming up on your door on some warriors. Come out and play. No.
Yo, they already do that. They really already do that if you feed them. So yeah.
Oh, you seen the dude that feeds the deer? He calls them like money or something like that. He feeds them like powdered donuts and strawberries. You never seen that dude? Oh man, I gotta find
it. The deer still alive?
Yes. No, it's fucking hilarious. He started doing it, and
diabetes though.
Yeah. They come up, and they eat out of. They literally eat out of his hands. He's just like, yo, everybody eats, everybody eats. He's got like a ton of fucking videos about this shit. Like, and then one day the deer showed up with like his crew. Like, so it wasn't just the one deer. It was all the fucking deer. And so then they all started doing that shit, dog. And I'm like, yeah, this is how it fucking starts. Next thing you know, they're gonna start eating you, dude. Like, just saying.
Yo,
they think it's cool, but
I'm old enough to remember in the DC area when there weren't any deer. There were no deer in the DC area. Rock Creek Park didn't have any deer when I was living in DC until like, I want to say like 1995 or something. They just started showing up, running across 16th Street, like running through people's yards and shit. That shit was wild. People were not expecting that. It just started like happening. And from then on, it just got worse and worse.
It's probably because we were running them out of Maryland, chasing after them with guns and shit. Like motherfucker, like I'm serious. Like in Maryland, some motherfuckers are crazy, yo. They were just like, deer. Let me get my gun and just hop out of the car. I'm like, yo, dude, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's like, yeah. Well,
yeah, DC folks just called the mayor's office, so the deer don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh, yo! You know what this reminded me of? Like again, just. Mother Nature tired of us. Is like you saw that story. I think this is all. It got recent traction, but it's from 2015 about the worms that eat plastic.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're common mealworms that can safely biodegrade various types of plastic.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean it sounds great. It's great because again, Mother Nature kind of adjusting to the fuckery that humans have done. But at some point, Mother Nature's going to realize that we're the fucking problem, and she's going to create us something that can take us out beyond just the normal horrible diseases that we all have to deal with as it is.
Oh man, if we got to start worrying about human flesh-eating worm infestations.
Oh, and this actually is different. So it was So that was the mealworms. That was from 2015. So I'm looking at the 2017 one. The waxworm, a caterpillar typically used for fishing bait, known for damaging beehives by eating their wax comb, has now been observed munching a different kind of material, plastic bags.
Okay.
Biodegradable. Yay!
Yeah, I don't got to pay a nickel for my bag anymore. Just let the worms eat it. I'm straight.
Yep. So just something to throw out there. At some point, Mother Nature is slowly changing to deal with all our fuckery because she's fed the fuck up with us. And
I mean, flesh-eating worms would be exactly how this administration would end. That just sounds about right.
Yeah, after defunding all the anything that could take care of that, yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, the EPA, the CDC, anything that would protect us from this. It just said, yeah, okay.
And then we would spend like a good. It would be a good 18 months of them going, oh no, that's fake news. Like literally as you're being eaten alive by flesh-eating worms. Oh no, flesh-eating worms, they're fake news. But more to Alex Jones and the human animal. How do you call it? Chimera? Yeah, that whatever. This guy is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, he's crazy, but
Wait, there are. Don't tell me there are. Don't tell me there are mutant people.
No.
Okay.
There are not mutant people, but there are sometimes lab animals that express human proteins. So theoretically, that can be called a human-animal hybrid. But
whatever.
You can't give those kind of nuanced answers to Alex Jones, because all he heard was human animal hybrid right there. Like, that's all that came
the
out
headline.
there.
It's like scientists claim that he's correct.
Right.
There are human fire.
Right. You just give an entire, like, well thought out, Nobel Prize winning, like, explanation of shit, and Alex just goes, "So you're saying that it's happening, right?" in that Alex Jones voice. "So you're saying that they really are, and we need to watch out for them because we don't know what kind of diseases they're gonna have, and it's just they're happening, guys. They're all over the place." Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
And apparently they carry the whole. What?
This conversation will never happen because I'm not speaking to that guy ever.
That's a wise decision.
Ever.
Well, you're black and have some sense, so he won't speak to you either. So it's mutual.
That's
there.
a good point.
So it's mutual. So, speaking of other horrible ideas that humans are going for, and because they're out of their fucking minds, and I didn't know about this. I mean, I've known about this, but I didn't really know about this. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna sit there and see if I can share the screen with you guys. These are apparently, and again, I've known about, sex dolls, because, it's, we're stupid.
Sex on HBO.
Yeah, just, whatever. But apparently, this one company, I think it's called Real Dolls, they're building a fleet of AI-powered sex dolls. Because what could possibly go wrong? Why not? Let me see.
This is why engineers have to be stopped. It's never the scientist that does it. It's always the
okay. All right.
It's always the engineer.
Is it always the engineer?
Yes.
Is it?
Always.
Okay.
Can you guys see this?
I mean, in the picture though, black and stem.
Yeah. There's a black guy here. He's literally the black guy from Terminator, and I'm just like, dude, you do realize you die first, right? This is not.
Yo, he looks so legit and scientific, and he's crafted a sex doll skull.
Yeah, it is horrific looking. This is horrific looking. It just looks horrific. You can see some of these other
the
images.
face isn't on it yet.
It still looks horrific.
I mean, okay. Other than the fact that they're using this for sex, that looks pretty cool. See. I think Coqui's right. It is the engineers. I'm just saying.
They look so proud of themselves.
Interesting concept.
That motley crew, like, really? No. No.
Yeah, this is what. So, a sex doll manufacturer, Real Doll, is dipping its toe, and we don't want to know what other body parts into the world of artificial intelligence and robotics, with a forthcoming robot sex assistant that promises to form a real bond with its users. The new system is made up of several components, which will roll out over the course of this year and next. It will begin with the Harmony AI app, scheduled for release on April 15th, followed by the company's first robotics head system, set to launch by the end of the year, a virtual reality platform which will ship in 2018. It's not going to be cheap. The head alone will set you back $10,000. Wait, are you saying that you can just ship the head alone?
I fell into the rabbit hole on YouTube when you sent us that.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that link next, but
yes, they do ship the head separately.
I did too accidentally. I put in. I wanted to find the YouTube. I have the YouTube on my laptop, but I wanted to put it on the machine for so I can play that next on the show. And so I put Real Dolls in and was like Real Dolls video, and I made the mistake of putting that into Google, and up pops the X videos link, and I was like, you've got to be shitting me. There are not porno videos of guys fucking these dolls. And of course there are.
No!
Yes.
It is literally some of the most, and again, I didn't click on any of the links to actually watch them, but just the still images of them, no, I did not. Because it is literally some of the most disturbing images I've ever seen, because they don't move. So they're just dolls. So he's lay there. So you have this dude who he's fucking like a woman who is completely out of it. Like, it is literally like, hey, you ever want to rape a drunk woman but can't? Here you go. How about get a real doll? Like, it's literally like that. It is disturbing. Very, very
That's
disturbing.
Gotta be the most shameful cleaning afterwards. Like, you gotta clean that shit, right?
Oh, God, I don't need need to think about any of this.
Well, I'm assuming they're
sanitary.
If you treat them like their application, like their appliances, then appliances these days are self-cleaning. So I'm assuming somehow there's some kind of self-cleaning unit inside of it. I'm assuming because
no, there is not.
So
there is not.
Ooh.
How do you know that?
I told you I fell down the YouTube rabbit hole.
Wait, so are there videos? So wait, are there videos?
There's a whole list of them that popped up. Like, what the? And then they show you like, oh, there's a hair in the box, and here are the other parts. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Wait a minute. Are there videos?
Wait. Okay, you're going to spend $10,000.
Well, that's just on the head. That's just the head.
Okay, so more than they're probably just sending you a new head to attach to the body that you already bought. But okay, let's assume it's a $20,000 doll.
Mm-hmm.
For $20,000, you could get a real woman and some groceries, and she might do your laundry. What the fuck?
Okay, so I have a video. I have a video that explains why these guys do not do that. We'll play that next, but you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. But
if we're being accurate, you could get a woman at Whole Food groceries if you really could ball out with $20,000.
Oh my god!
Stressed and
wait. So I have to ask now, people: are there videos showing you how to clean your?
No, they're videos showing you what it looks like when you pull it out of the box. But basically, I was watching box opening videos.
Oh my god! They have
box opening videos.
They have unboxing videos for your real doll.
Yes, so many of them, and they sound so proud. It was like I was fascinated.
Hold on.
This dude is really proud of his
I'm gonna need to be excused.
Yeah, that's why I called it a rabbit hole. So that's how I know. No, they do not self-clean. So you have to have that shameful act after you do that ridiculous thing in your empty apartment. You got to clean that shit and think about what you did.
Just talking to a woman. This is better than just screwing up your courage and talking to a woman.
If you listen to the people that are filming these videos, yes, that is best for everyone. Actually, they're doing us a service.
Yeah, they're really bad. Let me see. Let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's just try this. Let's see if you can see this and
Welcome to the Uncanny Valley, everybody.
Dear God.
WM dolls.
Yes, the unboxing video.
As you can see, we got the unboxing here. Just to show you that it's very well packed, but in a cheap box. Very disappointed to see that.
Yes, because when I pay for my $15,000. Because when I pay for my $15,000 sex doll, I want a giant box that says "sex doll" on the outside of it, guy. What the fuck?
Yo, it's wrapped in a beach towel, y'all. It's
I thought it was a bathrobe, but okay.
They literally wrap this thing up like it's a dead body.
It's
is this
polka dots? I mean,
is this secondhand? Yo, is this secondhand?
No.
No. Oh, come on, man.
No.
That is
stop
unsanitary.
You stop it.
It looks secondhand, man. Look at that.
It does.
Cut it or cut into it.
If you're paying $15,000, you probably want a better packaging than that.
Very soft.
Oh, he's
Oh, good Lord. This is worse than what I saw. God damn.
Yeah, see how the head is not connected? I think maybe when you get the AI, they just give you another head.
Very easily, and you don't want to use crazy glue.
Yeah, he's playing with it too much.
What do you expect him to do?
Well, in the unboxing video, I'm just saying.
Okay, if you notice that those feet there are very well packed. They did an excellent job wrapping it up because the feet are very delicate, and this is the biggest problem during shipping. You want to make sure that those are very well protected. So it goes right up to the knees. Then we have the hands all packed up. Those are two layers. It's not like a bubble pack, but it is effective. It's almost like
it's like he's reviewing the new Nintendo Switch.
Right. Wait, does he have on gloves? He has on gloves.
Yes.
Oh God.
cut into it.
He's got a special pair of scissors to cut through the
He's got on latex. Safe sex. That's good.
It's just absolutely amazing. It just feels so good. It's a great.
Yeah, we don't need him in the dating pool. This is for the best.
Here. Each finger is.
Wow, that arm
wired.
really moves a lot.
There's
Doesn't it?
hinges on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he almost messed up the head. He almost knocked the head off the bed.
Okay, the elbows, all the joints. It's stiff, but not too stiff, and that's going to vary from doll to doll.
He sounds like he's an expert at this.
It sounds like it's his 20th doll he's bought.
Right.
And we're gonna
You know, this is the beta model. I've had the alpha, and it's just, you know, there's a lot of bugs in it.
She doesn't
You know,
even
this
look
is-
adult size, but then she has
Well-
huge boobs.
Well, I don't.
That's a whole other topic.
these
Yeah.
three screws on the bottom of the foot that come through the teeth.
It's like she would look like a 12-year-old girl, but huge boobs.
Don't tear around
Mhm.
those joints.
Oh, this is
Especially
disgusting.
if the feet are pointing up or down. Now, if we take a look at the toes here, you're going to see that there's a slight
Really?
imperfection. I'm trying to zoom in, get a good idea if you can see that.
Well, you do realize real women have imperfections, right?
It's on both toes. Apparently, it's from the demolding process.
I mean, wait, does she have a French manicure? God, good Lord. Okay, that's
Yes,
a level
she
of
does.
detail I was not prepared for.
Yeah. Oh man. Let me see if I can get. So you, Coqui, you asked, why would anybody spend this much on one of these dolls? Well, I have a video of a guy who looks like the exact stereotype you would have of a guy who would buy one of these sex dolls. And you can
But
tell
he didn't do it, Chris. You'll see.
Oh yeah, but he's not talking from personal experience here. But he's going to tell us why the pros and cons of owning a real doll.
Leland Rainforth here, and today we'll be discussing the pros and cons of owning a real doll. Now, I personally don't own a real doll. I have a friend who has a real doll, so I know a lot about them, but...
Because, you know, when you have...
A buddy of mine.
Right, because, you know, like, hey, come on, P-Funk, you know, if we would never buy a sex doll, but, you know, if our boy did, he would tell us all the details about owning and screwing his real doll, right?
Right, and of course, we would make the YouTube video about it. Right.
Yeah, because of course that's just what we do. So it's not my real doll, even though it looks like I'm literally filming this in the living room of my mom's house. I would not personally do this, but just
Now, I doubt you're going to play the entire video, but I did watch it for science, and he slips up several times. He slips up several times and goes, I mean my friend. I was like, nigga, please.
All right, let's keep playing it. Oh, man.
Just full disclosure, I just want you to know that this is secondhand information. I'm
Of course
here
it is.
just to provide some assistance to the guy who's on the fence trying to decide whether or not he wants to pull the trigger on $7,000.
Because, you know, that's what we do, right? Like, if I'm going to make a video about a service or a product that I personally am never going to buy, but my friend did, so instead of my friend making the video of why you should or shouldn't buy it, I'm going to, through secondhand knowledge, tell you why you should or shouldn't buy it. Because that makes a ton of fucking sense.
I mean, Chris, didn't you write a review about a car that your buddy wrote that you don't drive or that you don't own, and they put it up on YouTube? That's normal, right?
Totally normal.
Why does this dude have so many computers on this table?
Because they're not his.
Too many questions. There's too many questions in this video.
They're like stacked on top of each other. What the hell?
Right, with a blue moon right beside him, right? You know, just...
With a silicone ass. I don't want to get
There's
into the
at least
process
four of
of
them. What the
shopping,
hell?
configuring, and ordering your real
Yo, you
doll.
see that edit,
That's
though?
pretty
Yeah, right. That hard cut edit. He had to take 5 minutes to go. He had to take a 5 minutes to get a blowjob from his real doll. His not real doll. You know, that's what he had to do. You know.
They have a
Nah,
list.
his mom called him from the
I
other
would
room.
like to point out some
Jenny?
things that might not have crossed your mind. For example, delivery. You just ordered a $7,000, 70-pound, full-size silicone sex doll that is going to show up on your doorstep in a casket. And since she's such a high dollar value item, you will have to sign for her, and all of your neighbors are going to see this. My best advice actually is to just go with the truth and say, oh yeah, I ordered a $7,000 sex doll. Usually that
That's
stops the
terrible advice.
questions like,
That is horrible advice. horrible advice. I'm not gonna lie. I actually might want to think. I would actually tell my neighbors, yes, I just ordered dead body parts. That's what this is. Before I go, yes, I just ordered a $7,000 sex doll.
Oh man, just say it's gardening equipment. Mind your fucking business. Just keep it pushing.
Yo, it's something.
No, just don't order it.
Well, I think if anybody who's literally watching this video for the purpose of this video, which is to get the pros and cons of owning a real sex doll, we can already tell that option is already off the fucking table. Right? They're getting a sex doll. All right, this shit is happening.
Already proven poor decision makers.
Yes,
so
this ship has fucking sailed. All right, it is happening.
Like in their tracks, and typically nobody believes you when you say something like that. Storage. Most people don't have 7,000 square feet of real estate to hide a real doll in. I know in my own experience here, I got more shit than I know what to do with as it is. I have no place to conceal a gigantic rubber.
How about that closet that's halfway open behind you, sir?
That creepy ass it closet behind him.
Right? What's behind the door, sir? Hey, Leland, what's behind the door?
She's peeking out.
It's clear he doesn't have the AI model, because if he had the AI model, you hear Leland, is it time now?
I would just like to point out that the beer is gone and now he's drinking a Diet Coke.
I know. This is the third edit, y'all. We're only a minute in.
He's got
3 edits.
He's got more edits in this scene already than that really one horrible scene in Iron Fist where they like 56 edits in 30 seconds. That's what this dude is doing right now. This is fucking amazing, all right?
Woman.
Oh, man.
I don't have a special bookcase with a little book lever on it I can pull, have the thing swivel around to reveal an enormous real doll storage facility.
Put a lot of thought in this.
Yeah.
If you own one of these things, you're just going to have to own it. Basically, let your friends and family know, hey, I got one. If you come over, this is what you're going to get. No talking.
The laptop is back.
Kind of a dub.
Like, the laptop, the Coke is gone, the laptop is back now. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
I gotta say though, the audio editing is smooth as butter.
Oh yeah,
You listening, you don't hear shit.
Yeah, but
the video is so.
But it's so confusing watching the video. Like, I don't understand what's going on here.
If you're in the market for a
Okay,
woman
we should
that doesn't
probably
talk,
not be shaming this guy for his kink, but damn.
Now, Coqui, he doesn't own one. This is his friend.
We're not shaming
Yeah, buddy
him.
of mine.
Yeah, because
we're critiquing his advice.
Yeah,
come on.
He doesn't own a real doll, because if he did, he would just tell everybody and not shamefully make a video claiming that his buddy had one, as he gives pros and cons of his buddy owning a real doll. Just saying. Yeah.
I mean, his creepy closet is full as it is, Coqui. What do you want him to do?
Right.
He don't got room for it.
Right. Where do you think? I mean, he's gonna store all these laptops somewhere. He can't store a real doll too. Come on.
you cannot beat a real doll. She will never nag, complain, or criticize. However, there is this downside.
Yeah, that's the you wanted to know why people do this, because it's this like when I first looked up to try to find out more information on the real doll, because I saw it was just a tweet that talked about the AI first, and I was like, this is stupid. This is against every sci-fi movie we've ever seen. You do not make sex bots, because they're the first ones that revolt against humanity, because you literally treated them like a slave. Like, come on, that's just the dumbest idea ever, and you're going to give it an AI brain? No. So I wanted to find out more information about the idiots that were doing this, and the first video that came up, the first article that came up was from Breitbart. I didn't send you guys that one because it's fucking Breitbart, Jesus. And I was like, this makes all the sense in the world, because they really don't like women. So it makes sense that would be the market for buying a non-nagging woman that you can just literally have sex with. Like, that is what the market is for these guys. You know, that is where it comes from.
Affluent dudes who hate women.
Yeah,
and they still like to get their rocks off.
Because
that's what the market.
Because it will never nag.
No, go ahead.
I don't even have any words for this. Like, that's not even a real person. They don't care. Okay.
No, they don't. No. You're thinking way too much about this.
She will fuck
thinking
all
like a
of your
woman.
friends, and that secret is safe with her.
Oh, so that might also be. It might not be his real doll, but you just hear what you just said there. He says she will fuck all your friends. So he might not.
No.
So it might not be. It might not be his real doll, but he is still getting real doll pussy. All right, so I'm just saying he might be fucking his friend's real doll behind his back. It's like, Leland's the kind of guy you do not let watch your house for you when you're on vacation.
Who goes last is my question.
Stop! Oh my God! Okay, I need us to stop talking about this altogether.
Here's the real question: Does Leland clean up the real doll, or does he just put it right back in the closet and pretend nothing happened?
Oh, that's the worst friend ever. He don't even clean it, just stick it back in the closet. I hate Leland.
I hate Leland too. I hate Leland too.
Price. A real doll is an exceptionally
he do like that kind of person.
investment
And another
for
edit.
what she is.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the features you get, she can run anywhere between $5,500 up into the $7,000 range. Now, I know some cavemen out there who are like, $7,000 for a piece of ass? That's a great deal. You got to keep in mind that that's all she.
Dude,
Okay, fuck this dude.
this dude is the worst.
Yeah.
This dude is the worst.
It actually gets worse.
It gets worse. Like this is why I want to play. Like these are the kind of guys who are getting this. And again, hey, listen, I understand there are people out there that have sex dolls and they have their kink is their kink. That's fine. But this is the subculture of these dudes who are literally just doing this because they don't want to have. They want to stick their dick into something that doesn't talk back. And like I said, I was very shocked when I saw those X videos. Like it literally looks like they're raping a woman. Like she's just laying there and it is very, very, and because they look like they look real. Like that's something that gets me about these real, they look real. Like they have they look real expressions, but those expressions don't change. So you have a woman who has this blank look on her face and is looking up into the sky somewhere as some dude is like humping over her. Like this is just, it is very, very disturbing.
She is.
But Chris, he addresses that in the video.
But how is that pleasurable? I mean, she can't scratch up your back. She's not talking. Like, I don't understand.
Coqui, you're literally reading his mind because that's in the video.
And she's not a very good one at that. Let me break down the sexual trajectory of this relationship for you. If you fall in the middle of these...
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I got to stop again. All right. Again, it's not his real doll. He's not fucking a real doll. But he's going to break down...
Well, you don't know.
Right. But he's going to break down the sexual trajectory of a relationship with a real doll.
Relationship. He's broken.
Oh, God.
No social sexual.
I mean, to be fair, I do have a relationship with my iPad.
She'll
So
arrive.
I don't know.
You'll get her out of her casket.
But are you fucking it?
I don't want to know this. I don't. No.
Wait, because you do know that they have that now, right? You do know they have that now, right? They have the fleshlight thing that attaches to your tablet. Yes, they have that shit now. So while I'm joking when I ask you that, there's always somebody else there going, well, I fuck my iPad.
Like, well, yeah, every Tuesday.
Yeah, every night before I go to bed, just me and my iPad. We turn the lights down. I have a little wine,
Chardonnay. Why do you ask?
Right, I'll give the iPad a little extra juice, and we go at it. Just saying.
Plugged in.
Right.
It's gonna be really exciting. You throw her on the bed, you get all prepped, and there'll be a ton of shit going through your head. Like, Jesus Christ! I hope my mom doesn't find out about this. And I'm on the edge. This is kinky and weird, and it's gonna be a pretty intense night. The second time you bang her, it's going to be maybe 50% of that level of intensity. The third time, it's just going to suck. See, here's the deal. She doesn't do anything. She just lays there. So she's not going to leave any nail marks in your back. She's not going to slap your ass after sex when you get up to go get a slice of pizza. She's just fucking dead. So if you're down with that, cool, go ahead and get one. But if you're expecting a little more give and take from your sex partner, I don't recommend throwing $7,000 down on one of these broads. The face. This is the face of the woman who'll be banging. Take a good long look at it because it's never going to change. She's not going to smile. She's not going to wink. She's just going to have that stupid look on her face for the rest of time. Now, you can get them with interchangeable faces. So here's a gallery of some of your options. Take a close look. I mean, some of these bitches are fucking fierce. And if you're paranoid...
Jesus.
He can't help but have his hatred of women come out now. And you can see it.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I think I also know what's happening with Leland. He spent $7,000 on a real sex doll, and then realized he couldn't get enough money to get another head. So he's
and
stuck.
then he returned it.
And
Nasty ass.
how would they burn those?
Normally inclined in any way, you might come to the conclusion, the ridiculous conclusion, that these gals come to life during a full moon or something. And I'm telling you, these ladies look like they'll bite your dick off. That doesn't work for me. You can, however, take the face off, but then it looks like you're banging a cyborg. You also, if you like, you can take the whole
Don't
head
judge my
off,
kink,
but
Leland.
it takes a special kind of person to want to bang a headless woman, but I don't judge. Necrophilia. Unless you're a current necrophiliac or interested in experimenting, the real doll is going to be a really bad...
Notice in the back, like, how much time is it taking him to do these videos? Because now all the laptops are now stacked up. He's got 4 laptops, it looks like. Now they're stacked up
He's got 4
beside him.
iPad Airs stacked on top of each other.
Right. Like, what is going on here?
Bad surprise. At room temperature, her skin is...
Go ahead.
I just need to report that if you go to eBay, you can get a real doll for the bargain price of $500.
Do you want that one?
But is it used? Are you talking about a used real doll?
I'm just saying that, you know, if you don't want to make the investment, you could just get a used one. Wait, here's one for $139.99.
No, you don't put your dick in bargain basement silicone.
It's already bad. Right, it's already bad enough that it's used, but then you're gonna get I hope you're using a condom.
If you got to use a condom, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
I'm hoping to use it. If you're getting $130 real doll that's used, you better be using a condom. You better be using a condom. I'm sorry.
Like I said, they're too little. These are 4 foot 6 inches.
Oh.
I told you they were children. This is so nasty.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of issues here.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack.
Is cold and clammy, and if you heat her up, she gets kind of sticky and dry.
Oh my God. There's one with stuff dripped all over it.
Wait, what? Wait, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
No.
Come back in the rabbit hole. Come out of the rabbit hole.
Yeah, no. Like, once you go down this rabbit hole, it gets worse. Just yes.
No, like it looks like there's dried. Oh my God.
Nope.
Just hit the back button.
So apparently,
close the browser.
apparently somebody didn't have great hygiene with cleaning their real sex doll.
Gross. It's kind of like wandering into a swamp and finding a 3-day-old dead chick and having sex with her. Albeit the real doll holds up much better on a structural level. Clean.
What?
This is a fucking nightmare. First of all, you have to do it right away. And I know the first thing I want to do after having sex is clean something. Secondly, and I've mentioned this in a post before, depending on what you've done with her, you might have to throw her in.
Wait, so it means he has more than one post about real sex dolls, but doesn't own one himself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. Okay, dude. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The bathtub. Now, these things are heavy as shit, and they don't cooperate. It is nearly impossible to get a...
It's 70 pounds. It's not that heavy. What are you talking about, dude? You said
Look at Leland. Look at Leland.
Look at Leland.
Look at Leland.
Point taken. Point taken. No, you're right. Absolutely right. Okay, you're right. I take that back. You're right. Okay.
Slippery, wet, 70-pound silicone sex doll out of the bathtub by yourself. If you live with your parents or roommates, they are going to catch you pulling her.
Okay, if you better not be living with your parents and buying a $7,000 sex doll. I'm sorry, but you better at least have your own fucking house. I'm putting my foot down on that one. That might be shaming, but fuck it, I gotta do it. No.
$7,000 is 6 months' rent. There is no reason you should be in your parents' house.
You got money for sex dolls?
Get a bargain basement $700 one.
I mean, no. I mean, if I had to get one, I'm not. No, no bargain basement deal. No blue light special. No blue light special.
I can always get it on sale.
Oh dear. Oh, don't you buy me one of these. I swear to God.
My God.
If I open my door and there's a casket in front of it, I'm going to be very upset.
Send it back.
They don't deliver anything from the mail to your place. Don't worry about it.
That's about. You know, it's gonna be at
Oh my
the
God.
front door.
Yes,
it's gonna be
right.
in front of the outside door and shit.
Oh my God.
It's gonna have my name on it.
Because you had to do this.
My fucking government.
You had to do that with the podcast kit I sent you. Can you imagine having to lug that fucking 70-pound casket?
Yo, I would be so hot. I'd be so mad. I throw this shit in open traffic. Like, fuck this.
That would be an excellent troll.
Oh
my! Don't do it.
No, so
don't do it.
So you can't do it. You can't do it to him because he now knows it. Now he knows. He'll see that. He'll see the casket. And go like, no. You got to get somebody who doesn't know.
I'm what I do. I walk right back inside. I'm gonna get my magic marker and go return to sender. I ain't gonna touch. I'm gonna step right over it and go to work.
You gotta. If you got $7,000 to spare, you got to do this as somebody who doesn't know. And like that is, oh my God! If I was, I would do that.
I just told you I can get it on eBay for like $3.99. That could be worth it.
No. Listen, you send a $3.99 sex doll to somebody you hate.
Oh, you know what the difference is? Okay, the $7,000 one has a skeleton. The $3.99 is just literally a ball of silicone. That's just no, no.
She doesn't have any bone structure. You literally mold her in your hand like silly putty.
Oh God! When it gets, summer is hot here. Oh. That shit is nasty. This shit gonna be dripping over the bed.
It's gonna melt.
No, because you're gonna be naked.
Yeah, so we maybe just need to work on his skills so he can find a real woman. Women are generous. There's somebody out there.
In my opinion, I would.
No, but now that he has headphones, like he's done like 3 of these. He's done like 10 of these
the
cuts.
Guitar is moving. If you notice the guitar moving in the back,
yeah.
The guitar.
They're extraordinarily expensive. There's a lot of upkeep involved, and the novelty wears out.
I almost want to say it's not the same day, but he's got the same fucking shirt on every time, yo.
Pretty fast.
The time of day is exactly the same. The sun's not moving.
You got to take
what
care
is happening?
He does this every day.
Disposing of them is difficult. I have a problem throwing away anything that costs $7,000. And let's face it, getting rid of a rubber woman presents its own unique challenges. Now, I suppose you could resell it, but I don't want to mingle with the crowd that's in the market for a used real doll. That's out. Now,
he wouldn't want to mingle with that crowd, Chris.
My friend has, since he's gotten his real doll, has had more sex with real women than before he got.
What?
You catch that slip up? He said, my friend.
It's this weirdest thing he says is that, he doesn't bring it up on the first date, but he lets it slip a little bit here and there and jokes about it and da-da-da-da-da. And eventually he reveals that he actually has one of these things. And he said that all these women are super curious about it. So they come over and they check her out and they, want to touch her and see what the program is. And he says once they're in the house and they're checking her out, it's just a slam dunk.
What?
This is a pickup artist thing. Son of
Why did it cut off like he was taken?
Right.
Has Liam Neeson been alerted?
Right.
The video just cuts off.
Yeah. Oh my God. Is dude serious right now? Coqui, you're the only woman here. Let me ask you. You're going on a date with somebody, and they let it slip that they have a real doll, a $7,000 real doll that they have sex with. What is your reaction?
My reaction is to get up, call an Uber, and take my ass away from the situation as fast as possible.
But that's his kink, though.
I understand, and it's good for him to have a kink. But that's not my kink, and clearly it's not going to work. At this point in my life, if I'm on a bad date, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is not going to work out. Here's my $35 for dinner. Take it easy. I have no time to waste.
Chris, I haven't been in the game in a while, but that don't sound like a slam dunk.
I want to know what kind of women is this guy picking up? Where they just go, oh, yeah, man, it's a slam dunk. I can take him home. They see my real doll sitting on the couch. They go, I thought you were single. It's like, well, actually, I'm married to a real doll.
What's that hanging out your closet? Are those fingers?
Right. How do you store this? What do you do?
Yo.
Amazing. But yeah. So
Maybe he uses a turkey baster to clean it out.
oh my god! After seeing
Gee.
what was that movie? Don't Breathe. Hearing about turkey basters
Oh.
and I do not want to know. Nope. If you've not seen Don't
But-
Breathe,
Oh Jesus! That
you'll
would be
never look at
really
it. You'll never
effective,
you'll never look at a
God damn
turkey
it.
baster ever again the same. It's just
Of course, it's effective.
though. I'm mad that it would work. So, I want to say that's ridiculous, Coqui. Why would you do that? Like,
what
damn it,
what,
that might
what I
work.
want to know. What I want to know is what happens when you have accidents with your sex doll and you got to call the paramedics.
Yo, if you trip and fall and you sprain your ankle, the sex doll.
What were you doing, sir? I was trying to put my sex doll into the fucking bathtub. I slipped and fell and broke my ankle, and son of a bitch, I just hate when that happens, And we buried the lead here. Real doll taken to another level because these are the $7,000 versions. The $15,000 versions, I think, are the ones that have the AI in them, which is just a horrible idea, right?
With personalities.
Because, yeah, they were like, oh, yeah, she learns, she gives you more. I'm like, this is everything that you say you don't want from a sex doll, first of all. The personality, interaction with a human woman. But from there, it's like, this is the story of every sci-fi movie involving robots we've ever seen. From The Outer Limits and Twilight Zone to fucking shit, this season on Agents of fucking S.H.I.E.L.D. You do not do this. This is just not a good idea. This always goes bad from here. There's never been a good robot story.
Of course we're here because this is the ultimate power trip. Not only do you have full control over her body, but now you can have control over her mind. You can tell it how to be, what kind of personality to have, when to talk. This is just the ultimate power trip for people who just don't like women.
Absolutely.
This is a nightmare.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And by the way, this story comes out, and I think today they just released it. The trailer for Blade Runner 2049 or wherever the Blade Runner sequel is, which involves sex robots too. So just throwing it out there that this is how things go wrong for humanity. Just we don't pay attention to this shit at all. We are stupid. Stupid.
I mean, in this administration, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Bring it on. Bring on the robot apocalypse.
Yeah. Couldn't be worse, right?
If you're gonna kill yourself, don't go halfway with it. Do it expeditiously.
Oh my God.
Fuck it. Let's just do
All
it.
right, Joe Clark.
All right.
Smoke crack, don't you?
Let's move on to some other stuff. We spent way too much time on the sex robots that I didn't think we were going to. But again, you fall down this rabbit hole, and I might have to make another segment on the show, a weekly segment now, dealing with because there's so much terrible shit that's going on here. All right. Anyway, started doing this new segment. Don't have music for it yet, but I'm doing profiles in courage. Because there's some people out there in the world that are just standing up for what's right and doing the hard battles. And today we have Taco Lauren. I mean, excuse me, sorry.
Yo, Obama's getting that award tomorrow. That's right.
Tommy Lauren says, my most important battle is
I
making
don't
whites
know
less
her.
afraid of offending blacks.
What?
Tommy Lauren may not be with the Blaze anymore. She officially won her freedom. They got she gets her Facebook page back because she never built her own, but they gave it to her. But she's not giving up fighting on her biggest battle, talking about race in America. In an interview with Playboy, Lauren was asked to name the most important cultural battle she's waging, and she didn't hesitate to say race. I think race in America is a huge one. I think that's something that needs to be confronted, certainly. When asked how she is confronting the topic, Lauren went off on a lengthy diatribe about how white people now feel too intimidated to talk about racial issues. For so long, it's been, those are the black issues that white people can't talk about, she explained. Okay, but if you're calling me a racist and saying white people don't understand you, wouldn't white people inherently have to be part of that conversation? I actually had a conversation with Charlemagne about this. That there were,
Oh my
that
God.
there, good old Charlemagne.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, that there are white people who are afraid to talk about race because they don't want to be labeled racist. So they don't want to talk about the issues. They don't even want to talk to black people because they're so afraid they'll slip up and be offensive, which is a huge problem. We're segregating ourselves because we're afraid that we're going to offend each other. Here's silly me thought that it was white people who segregated themselves from black people. all these years with laws and police and you know, all these discriminated things you guys were doing, but it turns out that it's black people segregating ourselves from white people because we don't let white people talk about race.
You know, when I clicked that story link, real talk, I thought I'd accidentally clicked on the sex doll link because I saw her face and I was confused. I'm like, wait, did I click that? Oh, okay.
She really does have the sex doll face. I'm sorry.
I mean, look at her mouth. I was just like,
Oh my God! Stop it!
She does. It is. I'm not even trying to be like do a shaming thing, but it really does look like the same sex doll images we just had on the screen. They are the same.
I was really confused for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Why does she have a mic on?
Why she's famous, right? She fits the profile of what everybody's supposed to think is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Of course, the sex dolls look like her.
Yeah. Yeah, go fuck her. But I wanted to put that profile of hers out there because, you know, you knew she was going to name Charlemagne because she had named a black friend who agreed with her. And, you know, fuck Charlemagne. This is what we were worried about with this terrible woman who has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. And
I'm surprised she didn't name drop dude from Daily Show, Trevor Noah.
Well, he didn't really agree with her like Charlemagne did. Like, Charlemagne really was trying to big her up. Trevor, and I don't like that he did it, because I knew what it was going to do for her career, but he at least confronted her on a lot of that stuff. Charlemagne, and I saw a thread somewhere, and I was just like, hey guys, Charlemagne's not good. He's not a good guy. He's a very problematic asshole who trolls black women, and he has not learned. He does it every few months, Charlemagne is doing something to troll black women. And it's no shock to me that he would use, like, he was clearly using, like, the motives of Trevor Noah and Charlemagne, while I didn't agree with what either one of them did, I can understand where Trevor was coming from. Charlemagne was doing it literally just to troll black women. Because he's a troll of black women. That's just what he does. So, yeah, fuck him. Yeah, and, yeah.
I mean, partially, though, there is one thing, like, I do feel like part of the reason we've swung so far right is because I feel like white people just feel like they're extra petty right now. Because they actually see what we really think about them and their policies, and they're just like, but I like saying those types of things, and you're talking about my daddy. My daddy talks like that, and a lot of this shit is just blowback from them just feeling like they're judging us.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is, and I started this new thing, because I'm doing this with people on the left and right when it comes to white people. I'm no longer entertaining these little conversations that they have with this shit. I did this, I saw this today, I basically told two white dudes, I was like, yo, you can see these hands. I basically just threatened them.
2017.
I just threatened them because I was like, you guys are doing that thing that, you know, even white people on the left do, where you say, well, I'm just trying to understand, and I just don't agree, so I can't talk about I can't talk about racial issues. No, you can't, because you're an idiot. You keep talking about this shit, I'll see you in the streets, you know. And
catch me outside. How about that?
And the funny thing about it, you know, the funny thing that happens when you do that, all of a sudden, they shut the fuck up. It's almost as if they know they're wrong, and that trolling image they do online suddenly drips away when they think that they can really get caught, that they can really catch those hands. So yeah. Yes, I'm tired of dealing with it, because yes, we need to have conversations about race, but before we can have conversations, white people the only white people that can talk about racial issues with us are ones that are willing to listen. Like, that's what the conversation needs to be. It needs to be a lot of white people listening to black people at this point, because they've never done that. And so white people want to come to the table on the same level as black people and be able to get the same amount of words in. And I'm like, no, you guys have had centuries of doing that. You've had centuries where only your words and only things you've said were heard. You guys now need to the speaking stick is no longer in your hands, and you need to shut the fuck up and listen. And that's what needs to happen right now. And they don't want to do that. So yeah, go fuck themselves. Speaking of fucking us all over, Donald Trump in healthcare. Well, let's go ahead and throw it out there right now. Obamacare is still the law of the land. That the Senate has already come out and said they are not voting on this bill that passed the House. But at the same time,
I do not have faith in Mitch McConnell making his own bill. Sorry,
I don't either, and I don't have faith. Not even Mitch McConnell. I don't have faith in Republicans to stick by what their constituents want. Their constituents don't want them to do this. They don't. Like, they see, like, it just, And you saw a lot of Republican House members, and granted, it's different in the House and the Senate. So a lot of Republican House members who didn't agree with the bill, didn't vote on the, didn't read the bill, but still voted yes on the bill because they just wanted to get it done. And I don't put Republicans in the Senate past that. Mm-hmm. So, and they only.
Yeah, I disagree.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not because they're any better people, but they actually have to run statewide.
Valid.
Also, the Senate is the cooling chamber. And so I suspect that they will not vote on this. What they'll do is vote on their own bill. And it's not going to be much better.
Right.
But at least it will not be the House bill, and then it has to go to reconciliation.
Right. Oh yeah. They're not. They've come out and said they're not voting on this bill. So that's a win. I just don't have faith that bill is going to be that much better.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much better, but I have to say that the resistance is actually really taking this seriously all of a sudden. They couldn't be bothered to show up in November to vote against Donald Trump, but now all of a sudden everybody's busy. But you know, the last set of Hill visits that I made, the phones were ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
And if the momentum stays up, I suspect that there will be some bill, but it's not going to be the same thing, and that reconciliation is a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like, my hope is that the Senate bill is going to be terrible too, but it's going to be too moderate, and they'll go back to reconciliation, and then they won't be able to get the votes in reconciliation. That's my only hope. I'm with you though. Like, and I'll go further back than just not showing up in the polls in November. Where were you motherfuckers like the last 8 years when Obama was out there by himself trying to defend Obamacare, and everybody was like, "Oh, it doesn't go far enough." It's like, yeah, but you do know there's 24 million people that are, it does a lot.
Yeah, I was on Twitter the day that this bullshit passed, and I was looking for some very specific names. And Mark Lamont Hill didn't have anything to tweet yesterday. That was interesting.
Oh wow, well he did.
Thing.
Well, he does have his new deal with the Jay-Z deal. I think it was Def Jam. So I don't know.
Van Jones. That's Van Jones. Mark Lamont Hill.
Oh, Mark Lamont Hill. Oh, whatever happened to him? I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Well, no, he was tweeting the day before.
Oh.
But
really weird.
He had nothing to say that day.
How about Susan Sarandon? What did she have to say? Do you have anything to say?
I was too mad to check. I was like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I saw
but
somebody.
There was a lot of people tweeting about her and at her. Woo, they was hot.
Yeah, I saw somebody. One of her supporters who had before been said that she agreed with Susan Sarandon that she thinks that Hillary Clinton would have been worse than Donald Trump. Like that was months ago. And then the day the healthcare bill passed, she was all, "Why didn't Democrats stop this?" And people lit her ass up. They were like,
Good.
The fuck you mean? Why didn't we stop this? Why didn't you? You're the one that said you couldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. And yeah, like it's just so ridiculous. So some of the ridiculous things.
Before 2016, I really did consider myself liberal. Like, I was like, I'm left-leaning on many of these social issues and many of these financial issues. I guess I'm a liberal. But after 2016, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I am because I'm not that.
Dude, that's what I don't know anymore. Because there's liberal, there's leftist, there's progressive.
There's neoliberal.
There's neoliberal. I'm just a black nigga that's trying to live in America. That's what I am. Like, I don't. What political party is that? Like, I'm
just trying to live in America, and I want other people to not die in the street, die because they're poor, or die because they're the wrong color. That's all. Basic minimum.
I'm a practical black dude. That's all I am. Like, I'm not even, because I can't even say I'm moderate. I used to say I was moderate, but I'm not even moderate because I'm looking at some of the moderates. I'm like, well, no, that's not moderate. I don't agree with that shit. So I'm just like, yo, I'm just practical. It's like, listen, yeah, I want things to be more left, but look, I had two choices for president. It was Donald Trump. It was Hillary Clinton. I ain't gonna vote for Donald Trump, so I guess it's Hillary Clinton. It's just, that's what I am. Like, I don't know what political party that is. Because, I mean...
It's called adulting.
Right.
Pragmatism.
That's what I want. Like, I just... Like, people go, oh, you're a hill butt. I'm like, no, I don't even really like her, but she's the best choice we got right now, so I'm going to vote for that. Oh, well, you don't care about the dying kids in Africa. I was like, well, what part of Africa, first of all? Because, that's a fucking entire continent whenever I hear that shit. And secondly, I'm just like, it's not that I don't care. It's just like, Donald Trump would be worse, so what am I supposed to do? where you just
Yeah,
not
they
give
made
into
me a
the system.
Hillbot. By the end, I was like, "Fuck y'all, she the best." Like, I was so mad. I was caping for her hard. I was like, "Y'all stupid. Vote for her. What is wrong with y'all?"
Right, man.
Uh,
It's one of the things that's like, I hate defending her, but it's like, you guys are making me defend Hillary Clinton, and I can't believe I'm doing this shit. It's just like, oh my God. So apparently here are some pre-existing conditions, because the GOP is saying that pre-existing conditions are covered, but they're not really covered in this new bill. So some of the more interesting pre-existing conditions that are they cover apparently cancer, pre-existing condition, because you can be born with cancer.
all of it. Just they could have just put C, cancer, all of it.
Yeah, it's just there. Pregnancy is a pre-existing condition. I saw in there apparently sexual assault and rape. It's a pre-existing because you should have known before you got raped that you shouldn't have had that on. So that would have obviously pre-existing condition there.
Well, what's the condition that pre-existed? I'm confused.
You being stupid enough to drink and get drunk and be too seductive. That's the pre-existing condition. And
fun.
Yeah,
okay.
and that only applies to women. And that only applies to women.
Yeah, really, the pre-existing condition is being female.
Yeah.
That is the pre-existing condition.
Oh, okay, I get you now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, my favorite one that I haven't seen too many people go in on this one, but I saw this listed and I was like, that makes no fucking sense when you consider what the GOP believes about this. Transsexualism. So apparently, being transgender is a pre-existing condition. But they say that it's your choice. So how does that work? Because if you're saying that it's a pre-existing condition, then that means you're acknowledging that it's natural and that people aren't choosing their gender, and that's just who you are. So is this like, what is the GOP doing here? Like, I think
because that list of pre-existing conditions came from insurance companies and the Kaiser Family Foundation, right? So it's, actual medical practitioners, not Congress. If it was Congress writing these,
well, but I think you're missing the point. You have to already have, I guess, done the surgery or be on the hormones, and then it's a pre-existing condition.
Oh, okay. So basically, then after you've already done the surgery, then that's
better not let anything else happen to you because you already have this condition.
Yeah, you have.
Hey, Coqui, what was the one you saw that you tweeted at me?
My favorite. You're adopting someone.
Oh, really? Adoption.
Yeah,
adoption is a pre-existing condition, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
What's the condition? That's pre-existing. What's the condition? Wanting children? What the fuck are we talking about?
You don't have a real parent, Bruce Wayne.
Yo, listen.
Adoption. I also was very fond of tonsillitis.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my tonsils out because that was the kind of thing they did back then. Which
For
means,
everybody.
I guess I can't get anything else now because I had tonsillitis.
Yeah.
Varicose veins, dog. You can get higher premiums because you got varicose veins.
Oh, wait. One of my on there. Acne.
So being 14.
Yeah, basically.
It's a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, right. Which, hey, listen, if you know the teens these days, I can actually kind of agree with that. They just, some of these people are just not going to make it out of their teens. So I'm just saying.
Also, Lyme disease. That was one of my favorites. That's a good one.
That's one was nice.
Asthma walking in the forest and shit.
Yeah. Keep your ass away from trees.
And Leroy the deer, because he like them ribs and he got ticks.
Being overweight is a pre-existing condition. So if you're overweight, which is basically, I would say, most of the United States at this point, we're all overweight. So there's that.
2/3, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
and most of a Trump rally.
Right. So, yeah. There you guys have it. Again, these things hit women the hardest, of course, because you saw that terrible. It's gonna be an ad if the DNC has any smarts to them left. They'll cut ads of all those white men standing behind Donald Trump at the roads. They literally had a a celebration. They didn't do shit. It passed the House. Like, you still got, like, that's not how this works. They literally had a celebration in the Rose Garden, and they willed out beer. They were laughing and joking. Like, I'm just like, what is wrong? Like, I know what's wrong with you guys, but what is wrong with you?
That's actually kind of brilliant because they're catering to their demographic, the people that voted them in. They're not going to pay attention to this beyond what just happened last week.
That's exactly right. They're
going. And so, as far as they're concerned, in their mind, this is a complete victory. Obamacare is repealed. Whatever insurance I have doesn't have Obama's name on it, and I can vote happily for Trump in 2018 and beyond. Right. So it's kind of brilliant.
Yeah. It's brilliant in the stupidity. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Right. I just, man, I'm just, like I said, this whole thing has been, the Trump administration has been everything that we warned people about. They've been as terrible as we warned people about. And I don't think that as bad as it's been, I don't think people realize it can get so much worse because he actually hasn't done a whole lot. Like, he's done a lot, but he hasn't done a whole lot of damage yet. Like, there's still
days, y'all.
Like, there's still things, right? Days. There are still things that can be reversed and we can work on. Like, you know, there's all that talk about his budget, but during the budget negotiation to keep the government open, you know, Democrats were able to to secure funding for a lot of the things that Mick Mulvaney, his budget director, was saying they were going to cut. So Democrats were able to get funding for those things. So it's like there's all that talk about that stuff, but they were at least able to, you know, it was just talk. You know, just like this bill and the Rose Garden ceremony is just for them to make their base feel good, even though they haven't really done anything. It's all a bunch of optics. So we've been safe in that regard. I mean, there's still bad things happening. Don't get me wrong. He still has signed some executive orders and things like that. But executive orders can always be undone. But I'm really afraid of when he starts actually getting the House and the Senate. That's why I'm so worried about the Senate and what they do with their health care bill. Because if they somehow are able, I don't know what he has on these Republicans that he's convincing them for this shit, but if they're somehow able to get whatever health care bill the Senate comes up with through reconciliation, it's just going to be bad for everybody. And,
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons he keeps doing these rallies is that's what he's demonstrating his bodies, numbers.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's what the senators are looking at. That optic of every time he throws a rally, he's got a big ass crowd, and they're all like just foaming at the mouth, loving every word of it. And these senators ain't got no spines. They look at that shit and they're like, "Oh, I don't want him mad at me, so just back off, do whatever he says."
And the one thing that helps is these town halls. Like, Coqui, you said this about, seeing the resistance of these people in town halls, and asking these questions and confronting their congressmen when they show up. Because some of them just have not been show up. Yeah, some of them just not. I think I saw today some Democrat from New York has suggested that, and I think the Democrats should do this. Again, if they're not stupid, they'll do this. Showing up to the districts of Republicans who won't hold town halls and hold town halls in those districts. That's what Democrats should do.
That is a good idea.
You should do that. Because, like you said, what matters the most.
And don't invite Bernie. Fuck Bernie.
Yeah, fuck him so much.
I'm so tired of him. I can't even.
God, yeah. Just I was trying to. I had a Bernie story. I'm not gonna do it. I've been trying to avoid it because I'm just so fed up with Bernie right now. But yeah, not Bernie, but some of these other people, these other Democrats out there, and go out there and do this and have these conversations with these people that, these Republicans won't talk to. Like, and I guess this is where. And then we'll move on. But this is the thing that has always bothered me throughout the entire election about the conversation of people, the extreme leftists or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves, and their hatred of the Democratic Party and the DNC. They have so much hate and so much, they're so negative on the Democrats. And I'm like, but Democrats, at least we can work with. The GOP is literally having parties and drinking beer to the idea of kicking people off insurance and killing people. Like, they are Bond villains. Every single one of the GOP are goddamn Bond villains. And yeah, you know what? James Bond himself is not that great of a guy, but I can work with him. That's what the DNC and the Democrats are. Like, I'll take the guy that I can move in the direction I want to go and can at least is problematic, but it has a lot of things I want. And I don't understand how some of these people on the left don't see that.
Well, okay, they do see that because I just read that article about how Black Lives Matter completely changed up their strategy. Like all the different Black Lives Matter branches and offices, you don't see them in the streets for like the Texas team. They have other strategies now because they realize like, oh, this dude will actually beat and kill us. We probably shouldn't just run in the street and, voice our anger that way. We might have to use some other means.
I just want people to be more politically understanding and educated about how things work, And there were so many people I saw.
And that's the real issue, that we are woefully ignorant of how our system works, and people will not let you tell them what's going on.
In 2017, you still see people on the left saying, Obama's basically a Republican because I had people tell me this week, because his healthcare bill, which is a gift to the insurance company, he didn't even push for the public option. And he had 60 votes and he didn't do it. And I was like, do you even know what those 60 votes were? You had Joe Lieberman, who literally campaigned with McCain. I'll never forget when Obama first went to the floor of Congress and him walking up on Joe Lieberman. I'll never forget that moment because I love that. I was like, dude, tell that motherfucker about himself. But Joe Lieberman was one of
Chris, it's worse than that. He was almost picked as the vice president for McCain.
Yes.
It was more than just he campaigned for him. He was almost on the ticket.
Yeah. He was
like, that guy counts.
He was basically, Then you had a whole bunch of things like, I think it was Max Baucus.
Al Franken was on his third recount.
Yeah. He was on the recount, so we didn't have Al Franken yet. We lost Ted Kennedy at some point during that. You had people like Max. Then you had people that were still in the votes, but you had like Max Baucus, like those Blue Dog Democrats. I think he was from Montana, who were getting all this money from the insurance companies and didn't want the public option. It wasn't going to move. They all lost their seats anyway, off of just supporting the bill we did get. So it's just like, and then on top of that, all that, then there was just the ignorance of the public. Like, we literally had debates over death panels. Like, people actually thought death panels were in the goddamn bill. Like, and that was actually regular citizens who were afraid of death panels. I'll never forget the death panel lady that went on to the Daily Show and had that debate with Jon Stewart. He made her look stupid, but people literally believed in death panels. And then they voted for people in the Republican Party who are literally having a bill that's not per se death panel per se, but they're literally going to let people go and die. And it's just like beyond just what the policies are. Citizens of this country are stupid.
And in America's defense, you never see me hear me say that often, but in America's defense, it's not just an American thing. This is a global thing. You're looking at the UK, you're looking at France right now, having their election basically with female Trump light versus some moderate dude.
Calling her Trump light is nice. She is terrible. She might be worse than Trump.
She is hideous.
She's worse than he.
She's literally been out there like excusing Nazis.
Smarter than he, which is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it'll be an interesting experiment because they just released coincidentally a lot of emails and correspondence from his campaign just last night.
Yeah.
Which is right before the cutoff when you're supposed to cease all communication and campaiigning before the election.
Which I thought that was very interesting that they even had that rule. And but
it's
something,
a brilliant rule.
You know something that I thought was interesting in that, because WikiLeaks again, which is oddly enough again doing the bidding to take down the anti-Putin candidate in a country, which is odd, weird how that works. But what I found was interesting is I from what I've seen on Twitter at least, that French media has basically come out and been on some, we won't talk about this stuff until after the voting is done.
Oh yeah, that's the rules. I just read I read the article this morning in Le Monde. They're just like, so this happened. That's the reporting, and we're not going to investigate. We're not going to tell you any of the contents of it. We're not going to speak about it until after the close of the polls at 8 p.m. on
Which
Sunday.
I'm like, can we get that rule? Can we get some of that rule?
Would be
here?
nice. Must be nice.
Right. So, yeah. It's just it's gonna get worse before it gets better, people. It is. All right.
We didn't even talk about foreign policy, so yeah, it's gonna get a lot. Worse.
Yeah. I try to stay out of like American politics and policy is hard enough. Domestic policy, but when you get into the foreign policy, I'll just say this: there's another reason why the leftists and the people that are like, oh, you're just a neoliberal. I'm like, no, I just understand that there's a lot more nuance and complexity to foreign policy than you guys are letting it go. Like, you'll go to a leftist campaign site and they're like, we're gonna end the DOD and we're gonna close down the Pentagon. I'm like,
we're gonna end war. No more war.
Oh my God.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that sounds great, Star Trek. Okay.
What are they smoking? For God's
Yo,
sake.
Deep Space Nine is about war. It's not even Star Trek's like, fuck it. In the future, we gonna be fighting.
Right.
What are we talking about?
That reminds me. I gotta read. Somebody sent me an email that actually kind of dealt with some of this. I'm gonna read this right now, and then we'll go into the great moments of white privilege, and then we'll do our Black woman shout out, and we'll get out of here. Kind of, we're closing up on the time I said we'd end. So, this is from at Metal Swift. Send me, hey y'all. I mainly drop into the network for Insanity Check in the Character Corner, but I'm planning to get on the premium shit later this month. Thank you. I just wanted to say y'all have a great clutch of shows and comment on the Hammer and Fickle. Shout out to Petty for that name, by the way. She's the one that came up with that. While talking about communism and socialism, I was listening and thinking, I hope they mention one of those the most extreme cases of a group of people adopting communism and socialism as their system and it failing in a deadly and dramatic fashion. I'm a true crime buff, and the whole time I'm like, they tried that with Jonestown and it didn't work. For several reasons mentioned, you had people who were ride or die for the ideal of a utopia and did the work for a fundamental community under the system. But like Kirsten and Cruz said, someone has to be on top, and there's going to be people on the bottom. You're going to need people to keep order because everyone just isn't going to behave. Rod asked, what do we do with these delusional people? In 1978, the delusional people, mostly black folks who liked the idea of a society without race and poverty, drank poison-flavored Kool-Aid, flavored aid. Not Kool-Aid. Well, probably
Flavor Aid.
Damn. Flavor Aid. And dragged everyone else down with them. Everything was gravy for almost 4 years. Extreme case, and I doubt people today will repeat that. But sometimes I'm not saying capitalism. Sometimes I'm not saying capitalism is 100% the best bet. But going hard for the utopia can be dangerous as fuck. Bonus point on mentioning every sci-fi series where the utopia does this each time. Watching Colony at the moment, and that's what's going on. The resistance group is taking L's in season 1. That's all. Thanks for reading and keep up the amazing work. The whole MTR Network, y'all some talented folks. P.S. Morrow paid Kriss and Deepon seriously. DC, it's 2017. Where's DC Unlimited? I'm just saying. Yes, thank you very much. We need to message out. Where is DC Unlimited? We need that shit. So
we're never getting
that.
But
it's just like this utopian idea that people have. That sounds great, but I live in the real world. I can't believe in that shit. I just can't. I just can't. So. Anyway,
but not only that, they hate doing it incrementally too. So it's like it's got to be right now, all of it.
And I'm like, that's never not bloody. Like, you do realize that you and yours are not going to survive this, right? That the way you guys are going to do this, because it has to be a global thing anyway. You really got to wipe out 3/4 of the world's population, and then we build up from the ashes from there. Which means ain't none of us going to live through this shit. Going, well, I just want a better future for me and mine. It's like you and yours ain't going to be alive.
Your line about to get wiped out.
Right.
But for the betterment of humankind. So I hope you feel good about that.
Speaking of the betterment of humankind, great moments of white privilege, people. If we play the music. There we go. All right. Great moments of white privilege are everyone's favorite white girl. Miley Cyrus says she doesn't listen to hip-hop anymore, but she said she likes Kendrick Lamar. So she had I don't know who she was having. I guess it was a billboard she was talking. But also I love that new Kendrick song, Kendrick Lamar song, Humble. Show me something natural like ass with stretch marks. I love that because it's not, come sit on my dick, suck on my dick. I can't listen to that anymore. That's what pushed me out of hip-hop scene. That would push me out of the hip-hop scene a little too much. It was too much.
She was in the hip-hop scene?
Lamborghini, got my Rolex, got a girl on my click. On my cock. I'm so not that. I was torn on whether I was going to work with certain producers, but that I really like. But I feel like we're not going to be on the same age politically. It's mind-boggling to me that there are even controversy around me having black dancers because that became a thing, right? Where people said I'm taking advantage of black culture with Mike. What the fuck? That wasn't true. Those were dancers I liked. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about done with her.
Oh, about?
But here's well, she's young and stupid, and I tend to try to, I was a college professor. I try to make amends with those people because they sometimes grow out of it. But here's the issue. She's not the first. She won't be the last. Everybody picks up whatever is cool out of our community, and they make their bones on it, and then they turn us back. Remember Justin Timberlake? This is not the first time. It won't be the last.
Shoot, there's Mark Wahlberg. I saw the Wahlberg with the yeah. I mean, it's like
Marky Mark.
Yeah, like this is the thing about white people, especially rich white people that do this shit like this. You've seen the thing with that Yes Jules chick. I didn't even know this chick existed, but apparently she's gotten in some trouble too recently. White people it's like they do a year abroad in black culture. And then they do their year abroad and they come back, they get it out of their system. Like, you ever see that show like Leaving Amish or something like that? Like, that's what it's like. They go through there, they get in there, they have their fun. They like with Miley, she rocked her gold teeth in her video. She did the twerking thing. She was big on the twerking with no ass. Doing all this twerking stuff, and she raps about being high on perp. Bitch, what? She wears dreadlocks. She did the dreadlocks at the 2015 MTV Music Video Awards. So she did all this stuff, and now it's out of her system. Now she can go back to being just the nice old girl Miley Cyrus, and it's okay. And she can just, it's like I'm waiting on Justin Bieber to do that. I'm waiting on Justin Bieber to drop the black and go back to being the nice old Justin Bieber, because that's what they do. Like, white people go, they do a season abroad in black, and then they come back to whiteness.
Well, I mean, that I guess in itself is whatever. Do what you're gonna do, but they always make this show of it like they're setting something aside or they're making a change. It's like, ain't nobody invite you in the first place. No one invited her to hip hop. Right. I never considered her hip hop in any respect, in any form or fashion. So I don't understand what change she made other than not being in my face all the time. I don't know.
Well, but this is a larger context in American society. As soon as immigrants would show up here, as long as they could figure out how to be abusive to black people, they were assimilated. She's just decided, I want the bigger audience, and I'm just going to leave these Negroes alone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess she's got to make a clean break so that when they pull up the old YouTube video, she go, "Oh, well, that was the old me. I no longer subscribe to that."
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's
buy my album.
But it goes back to what you were saying. It's like nobody invited you here in the first place. We never wanted you here in the first place, and then you come out and make this big deal about this is a woman who I'm like, fine, like you said, do what you got to fucking do. Just leave us the fuck out of it and stop acting like, because this comes on the heels of apparently rap actually talks the least about this stuff. Because of the article that came out said rap is actually the least misogynistic music out compared to like people.
Really?
Well, it was like because dude, have you heard the country songs?
No, that's why I was like stupefied. I'm like, I mostly listen to hip hop, so I'm like, there's a lot of misogyny in there. You tell me there's more?
Rap music gets such a bad rep for this shit.
Well, because they're black.
Because they're black. Mm-hmm. Like country music is horrific. Like
heavy metal's bad too.
Oh, heavy metal is like they're all horrific. They're all bad, and so. When it comes to, like, at least when it comes to rap music, people are rapping their lives usually, or it's
some
just.
Of them.
Well, yeah, right. Some of them. But it's like, it's fucking crazy when you think about it, right? But when you look at some of these other things and how this other music goes, yeah, man. Let me see if I can find that article. Yeah, man.
That's like I don't listen to country. I don't listen to heavy metal, so I don't know what their lives are like. But I'm actually surprised to hear that. Damn.
It might not have
Wow.
been. It might not have been misogynistic, but it was at least the drug references. They said,
it's drug references?
yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
yeah. They were like, new study claims hip hop genre is the genre with the least amount of drug references.
Really? Damn, they wilding out over there. Holy shit.
Right, but when you think about when people, what have we been conditioned to believe when it comes to drug references and all the other stuff? We're conditioned that hip hop is the worst. Yeah. Other genres included in the study included rock, pop, jazz, folk, electronic, and country, and others. The website can comb through song lyrics seeking the following terms, and they have a bunch. They even included like some terms you wouldn't think, like tweak. They included lean, perp. So they included like stuff that scissor. They included all that stuff. The study concluded that country music had the most drug references, with hip hop sitting at the opposite end of the spectrum.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
Because hip hop artists will get arrested for things they say in the song.
Right.
I feel like they're trying to like copy what they think is cool about rap music and country. I see what's happening. They're trying to appropriate, and they're appropriating all what they think it is, the worst parts. So they're appropriating the misogyny and the drug references. All the rest behind.
I don't think it's that. I think it's always been there. I don't
think it's that either.
I think it's always been there. I think this stuff is. I think it's all like. This is not the first time I've heard. Because again, I'm like you. I don't listen to country music. But it's not the first time I've heard people who do listen to country music go, you guys do know country music is way fucking worse. And country music, when you go into there is a lot of stuff in there. Yes.
Who's one of the biggest country songwriters that you know? Permanently stoned.
Right.
Willie Nelson.
Yes.
Oh, he is country. That's right.
Yes. Like.
See, when I think of country, I think of Dolly Parton and Randy Travis. That's where my problem is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Dolly Parton up there singing about lean and scissor, and I'm confused.
because Randy Travis has been in and out of rehab several times, I think.
Yeah, I mean, think about rock and roll. Think about rock and roll. Like everybody goes about how horrible.
Oh yeah, the whole '70s. Yes, the entire decade.
Hip hop is. I'm like, yo, you guys literally like. People talk about how horrible hip hop is and the misogyny and the abuse. And again, not saying that to excuse any of that shit, but I'm like, yo, have you seen what some of these white rock and roll bands used to do with women and how they used to treat women and talk to women and bring them on stage? Mm-hmm. Like, come on.
But they're white though.
Right. And there you have it. They're white. So,
never forget that. They're white though.
Yeah. It's different when white people do it. It just is. It just is. So, all right. Let's get ready to wrap this up. I have time for the Black Woman shout out time. Again, you guys aren't listening. Please listen to Latoya's show, Secret Sauce. She just we put out episode 2 this week. It was really great. And she was able to talk to Diane from Black Proverbs, and she talked to Brooke about her new book that's coming out. So please, again, listen to that show and give them a shout out. So I have 2 right here. This one is from Katie Mack, and she says she wants to share about her podcast, The Lady Kickback. It's at the Lady Kickback on Twitter, which is about art life hashtag Art Life Laughs with herself, filmmaker My Locks Rock, Tamika B, the photographer, and the mixed media artist V. Fog. It's a podcast for creatives by creatives, which we discuss everything pertaining to us in our respective careers and how we maneuver through life on the day to day as a creative. So check that out again. That's the Lady Kickback. So I'll put all that information into the show notes. You can check them out. The second one I have here is, I don't have a name on it, but I do have the name. It's Black Moms Connection is a online global network for Black moms. The private Facebook group is Black Moms Connection. They have an event that's coming out. They'll be doing a Black Moms Conference, the first of its kind in Toronto on August 13th. Tickets went on sale April 15th, and I will put the link for that in the show notes as well. And they also have a website. It's www.blackmomsconnection.com. So check them out, and if you're in Toronto and want to go check this conference out, give it a check. Like I said, it's August 13th, and the tickets went on sale April 15th. So, Coqui and P-Funk, do you guys have anyone for your Black woman shout out?
Hi, I'm sorry. I my phone rang, so I put myself on mute. I actually do have one.
Awesome.
She doesn't have a business yet, but I suspect that she will at some point. And her name on Twitter is @Mama2Drew. She's my god sister, and she is not only taking care of her 3 sons, her husband, her ailing parents, but my ailing mother, because my mother is her godmother. So I want to shout her out because she does a whole lot of heavy lifting for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, the Black Woman Shout Out's not just for businesses, but women just like that who are literally carrying a lot of load on there. So awesome. P-Funk, how about you?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, my Black Woman shout out is going to be Coqui Negro, because she's put up with this curious ass question asking Negro for 5 years plus, and she's maintained the patience to not slap me or ignore me. And she's a learned, respected, actual hand-to-God scientist, and she put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into her field of study, and she's very generous with sharing that knowledge and her time. And y'all should definitely be listening to this show. She's dropping real knowledge on there. I mean, I'm doing it for my own selfish reasons, just because I like learning and shit, but y'all can join too. You can listen in. And get some of this learning.
And on that note, P-Funk has single-handedly saved molecules and shit, and they will be continuing.
I just thought one more episode.
Right. It was touch and go at the beginning of the episode, but we now brought it back. Molecules and shit is on. Episode 9 coming soon.
You see how he plays me? He plays me like a fiddle. It's terrible.
I mean, come on. I was playing that from the beginning. You had to know that.
That was a good setup, man. That was awesome. Again, folks, if you want to be in on the Black Woman shout out, or you want to contact Latoya for being on Secret Sauce, email us at bwbusiness@mtrnetwork.net, and we'll get back into you. Like I said, it's free promotion, free shout out there. I'm hoping to get some more Black women involved in NegroCon. We're gonna, again, if you have business cards or anything like that, hit me up. We're gonna set up a table anyway. I'm gonna have some stuff for Jamie for some of his designs to set up. So, but if you have business cards or something that you want us to display at the table at NegroCon, let us know, and we'll work something out, and we'll try to get that stuff set up there. So, yeah, just hit us up, email us, bwbusiness@mtrnetwork.net, and we'll do that there. And hey, not too bad. We're 4 minutes over, but I think we started a little bit after 12 anyway. But we kept it about 2 hours, guys. Worked it out. So you can go see Guardians now, man.
We're efficient. Yes.
We are very efficient here. Please tell folks where they can find you guys, other than just being on premium members and stuff like that. But where can they get you, like, on Twitter and stuff like that?
Okay.
Okay, so obviously you can find us at Molecules. I have 2 accounts, one for tomfoolery, and that is at Coqui Talks Trash, and the one where I actually talk a lot more science is at Coqui Negra.
Cool. And you can find me at P-Funkin' Around, and we both contribute to the Molecules Twitter. So if you want to send something directly to me, it's at P-Funkin' Around, no G.
Yeah. Send them in send the official science team of the MTR Network all your science stuff, guys. They'll love it. And don't fall down.
I like how you say science team. It's scientists and me. That's the science team.
So basically, and people will get this. You're basically the Caitlin Snow of the team that doesn't really do anything on
yeah. No, actually, I'm the HR. I'm the HR, and she's the actual Cisco.
Oh, this actually.
I'm the big ideas man. I walk around with drumsticks and a derby. And...
So what do you actually do here? Like I like get the juices flowing. I get the ideas out there. Like I'm the ideas guy.
He's joking, but actually, I tell people that it's his show. I just happen to be on it Really, it's his show. I just show up with some expertise from time to time.
Okay, listen to the show and y'all can tell me who show
Yes,
it is.
sign up for MTR Premium. You'll get them there. And again, don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, get your tickets for NegroCon 2017. Like I said, they're going fast. So get them. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Like I said, I hope you guys like the new design that's coming out for the site. That'll be dropping hopefully Sunday into Monday. I might do it earlier. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Probably not, because I do have to study for a character corner. So, and watch Arrow. So it'll be Sunday to Monday. But check that out. We'll be there. Justin will be with us next week on the Insanity Check. Be in studio. So check us out there. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and I keep forgetting we are also on Google Play Music as well. Search for Insanity Check or MTRnetwork.net, and you'll find us in both areas there. And again, folks, guys, thank you guys very much for listening and continue to support us. Until next time, we are out of here. Peace.